So it's the 21st of October. Things are looking good for the campaign. What are the main focuses now?
We have two things to focus on at the moment. One is getting absolutely every vote for equality back in, especially over the next week. And the other is really focusing our attention on the government, because we know that we've won popular support in Australia. We have for a long time, and now that support has become active in a really overwhelming way. But still, there are a lot of people in government who are determined to stop equality from passing in a meaningful way. So, we need to make sure that what's passed is real equality, and that they don't sneak some other discriminatory laws back in some other way.
What are the main focuses now for the Yes campaign?
Well, the biggest thing is there's still a lot of votes out there. At least 4 million Australians still have to cast their ballot, and you can't take anything for granted, and there's no room for complacency. So there's 2 weeks left, and we have to do everything we can to make sure there's no stone left unturned, and that anybody who can vote will vote.
Do we know what the percentage of ballots returned is at the moment?
Well, the current percentage returned is about 68%, which is a phenomenal response. It means we're probably on target for a 70-75% turnout, which means more people have voted on marriage equality in Australia than voted for the American president or the French presidential elections. So that's a sign of how serious people are taking this and how important they realise it is. This is a vote about real people's lives and their dignity, and whether the law should treat them equally. And I'm hopeful that the large turnouts are a really positive sign.
Things are looking up though, aren't they?
Yeah, well look, I think the Yes side have definitely won the argument, but we have to make sure that the result reflects that, and that's about getting the turnout as high as it possibly can go. I think the real story of this though is, there's 1 million people out there who are just telling their stories, standing up with great dignity, and respect, and they're winning the hearts and minds of Australia, and when we look back on this, hopefully we see that they were the people that changed everything.
There are still 4 million votes that haven't been cast. People have got another week, but then it's going to be a battle in the Parliament, and that's where a strong yes vote is really going to matter. Politicians back in Canberra, my colleagues are going to have to do the right thing. I think the yes vote will get through. We now need to make sure a bill passes the Parliament.
What things are you expecting are going to be problematic in Parliament?
Well, there is, of course, pushback already about what type of religious protections and exemptions should be included. The reality is the majority of the Parliament has already agreed to those things. Churches won't be forced to marry people that they don't want to. There's no suggestion that any of that would change. I think the No campaign are desperate to derail, but I don't think they're going to win.